First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Corral on 1st down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now it's Burrow. got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bengals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Amari Barno make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your 10th-born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Corral throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again. Here's Corral. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 2.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. First down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the half for Corral. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Corral with it, first down here. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On the play fake, Corral. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off play action. Here's Corral. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Corral under pressure, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Corral. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken inside his own 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
He's got a man, complete. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again with Corral. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fourth down, here's Corral. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And oh, it's wide right. No good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow on play action. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 40 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against, too.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 20! Touchdown! Shi Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late that they wouldn't give up. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 31-yard line. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here we go.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.